On a day of market milestones for Netflix, even more new shows are making their debut. Season 2 of Fauda is streaming now. The political thriller is half in Arabic, half in Hebrew. The New York Times called the first season one of the best TV shows of 2017. But it has attracted criticism as well. Palestinian protesters accuse it of glorifying Israeli actions. Hollywood producers and executives were moved to write a letter to Netflix supporting the show. Lior Raz is the co-creator and star of Fauda. Richard Quest asked him how hard it is to create a program that accurately reflects the violence in the region.
It's difficult in one way, and in the other way, I think we bring hope to the people who live in Israel and Palestine, because we are trying to show the narrative of both sides during the war, actually, and we show them what's going on and what's happening when you are in a war zone, and what the mental price that you are paying, that your family, friends, everyone paying for the thing that you do as in a war zone, as a warrior. It doesn't matter from which side.
You say it doesn't matter from which side, but inevitably, one side or the other will claim that you have not been true to reality, that in some shape or form you've either not properly portrayed the Israeli aggression, as some would see it, or the guerrilla warfare from the Palestinians. How do you react when you do get criticized from both sides?
First of all, we don't get a lot of criticism from both sides, but the narrative of the show is Israeli. Because I'm an Israeli, I wrote an Israeli TV show about the conflict. I cannot be a Palestinian writer who writes the show about the Palestinian side, but we really tried to give the Palestinians the fair and people to understand their side. And this is the first time, I think, in the Israeli TV, and I don't know if you saw it ever, that you see a terrorist who have kids, and he loves his kid, he loves his wife, romantic scenes between them. And I can tell you that people in Israel feel compassion after they see the show to the Palestinian side. And also I'm getting emails from all over the Arab world who's saying that this is the first time that they feel compassion to the Israeli side. So I see I'm optimistic, and I see the positive side of it and not the bad side. Of course, people can criticize everything, but in this show, we're trying to portray everyone in the same way. We did our best, and this is what we're trying to do.
Do you find any uncomfortableness in making a television program, a series, where inevitably people are dying in real life around you on the basis of that conflict? I mean, at some point, a television program, whether it be yours or to some extent any program, has to have an element of drama about it. It has to have an element of fiction about it. And there will be those who say that the conflict is an inappropriate subject to make a television series about.
I think this is why we're doing the show, because of the conflict, and we want to show people, both sides, what is the cost for this conflict. When people are dying, it's hard for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're Israeli or a Palestinian. We're showing the price of this war and the price of this conflict that we have here. And I think when you do a show on drugs, on police, on narcos, it doesn't matter. People are dying because what happened in real life, and you want to show it in your television show. And when you show it on television very closely, you understand how hard it is and what the price that the people are paying for this.
When you do look at the current situation, how do you have hope?
I have hope. I meet people, I have a lot of Arab friends because of this show, and I have hope that people will understand that peace you do between people, and you know what, when I see the US and Japan, when I see England and Germany, and I know that now they have peace and they have great relationship, I wish and I pray that one day we'll have the same thing with the Palestinians.
It is such a fantastic show, one of my favorites, and I cannot wait for season 2. It's now streaming worldwide on Netflix.